Hello!
What's up, everybody? Whit and Carrie here, excited to be going live. I don't know what just happened.
For Daily Dose of
Something in my
Awesome.
brain. Yeah, kind of went a little crazy there, but we're really excited to be going live here inside your Daily Dose of Awesome today. Me and Carrie are really excited about the content that we're going to be delivering for you today as well.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who are going to be jumping on, please comment where you are, where are you from, let us know where you're coming in from. And then at the end of the day, for those who are going to be watching it and it's going to be later, still comment, let us know where you're coming in from. That way we can come in and give you a shout out later.
Yes, okay? And we are pumped because we are starting day 1 of 3 of the Social Media Enroller video series. And so this series, it's all about, if you read the description in the video, you'll know, but it's all about how to actually grow, engage, and promote effectively on social media so that you can actually become a social media enroller, become an influencer on social media, and enroll people in bulk into your team. That's what this is all about, and we're gearing up for a special Black Friday training that we're going to be doing on Black Friday with our friends here at Attraction Marketing, Elite Marketing Pro. So you're not going to want to miss it. Anybody who's hopping on, let us know where you're watching from. That way we can give you a shout out as we go.
A shout out. So, obviously, so we want to really kind of set you up. Like Carrie said, this is day 1 of 3 of a video series we're going to be doing here inside the Elite Marketing Pro community, Attraction Marketing community. And we want to kind of give you guys kind of an idea of what it's going to look like, what it's going to look like when the real training goes live for social media enroller, okay? So like Carrie said, there are 3 specific things, and what me and Carrie got really, really good at over the last few years is we started to notice some patterns that were happening for those that were hitting the 6-figure network marketing, those that were building their businesses online successfully, and what it was for us. And so we're going to give you kind of a bird's eye view of what it looked like for me and Carrie to actually learn 3 specific things, but today we're not going to go over all 3. Okay, we're going to be going over one specific thing that you need to be doing right now in order to really gain a lot of traction in your home business, okay? So, let's dive into that and kind of go through it.
So, before we get started, though, I kind of want to take a pulse for those that are here with us. Let's take a pulse. If you're in network marketing, can you drop a 1 down below? We would love to know if you're in a network marketing company. And 2, let us know if you're currently using social media to grow your business. Because it's funny, here inside the Attraction Marketing community, there's a lot of people that find us and they're not even using social media to promote, let alone having to worry about all of the wrong ways that they're doing it. And so we're going to kind of be talking to 2 different types of people here inside of this series. It's going to be you're either a network marketer and you've never used social media to recruit before, or maybe you're just getting started with social media. Maybe you're getting your feet wet, but you're not getting the results that you want. Okay, and the sad thing is there's a lot of people that they don't understand how powerful social media can be to grow their businesses. And not only do they not understand that, they don't understand how to effectively use it as a tool to grow that influence so that recruiting actually becomes easy. All right.
So what we want to get you to understand right off the get-go, like obviously, you guys have people that are in your company or whatever that may be, that have reached the top, and they did it in a way that actually the way that you don't want to do it, right? You hear all these stories of people coming into companies and they're doing really, really well. They just skyrocket through 6 months, 12 months, all of a sudden they're at the top, right? And how many of you have ever wondered at the end of that when you're hearing these stories, especially if you're building your business, how many of you have heard these stories and now you're wondering to yourself, like, what's wrong with me? Okay, just drop us a hand in the air if you guys feel like that is you. What's wrong with me? Okay, we got Fran, Esther, welcome, Cindy, Shirley, what's up?
To see all of you.
Okay, not personally active in company. Okay, cool. So maybe Cherie is working on some things. Great. So how many of you, as you've heard those stories in your company, ever wondered to yourself, what's wrong with me? They're telling me to do all this stuff and I'm doing it, but I'm not having the success that they're having. That was me and Carrie. That's where we originally started. And what's funny is we drank the heck out of that Kool-Aid. When we were sitting at our company events and doing all that stuff, we were drinking that Kool-Aid and saying, man, getting pumped up, getting fired up when we'd go run 100 miles an hour right after that company event. And we'd do the same thing over and over and over again. We'd get to the next event and all of a sudden we were still in the exact same place and they were telling the exact same stories from stage. And me and Carrie, every single time, I remember we'd always look at each other like we'd get fired up again, but we'd be like, what is wrong? Like, how come we're not getting the same results and we're doing everything that they're being told to do?
Yep.
And it comes down to the first thing that me and Carrie are going to talk to you about.
Yes.
Is they had an audience of people that knew, like, and trusted them.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm curious, for those of you who are inside of network marketing,
up.
Yeah, for those of you who are inside of network marketing, when you first got started and you first started growing your business, was one of the very first things that they asked you to do, make a list of friends and family. If that was you, just, you know, another hand raise. I want to know if that was you, because that was us when we first got started as well, where it's, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to immediately go in and we're going to start promoting to everybody that you know, right? Everybody that you know. Everybody is a prospect. If they can fog a mirror, if they come within 3 feet of you, everybody needs our products, right? And so we're going to market to everybody. The problem with this mindset, whoops.
There it is.
There we go. I'm a little animated.
Can't move.
The problem with this mindset is that you're actually, if you try to market to everyone, you're actually going to market to no one.
Yes.
All right. And so this is actually a false belief that you have because of when you first got started, that you have to immediately start promoting to every single person that comes within, that comes through your newsfeed, that is a suggested friend on Facebook, and it's keeping you stuck.
Yes.
All right. So we've been taught that we're going to go and we're going to promote, and we're going to promote the heck out of everybody that we know. And then we're going to engage with these people, and then we're going to grow an audience. So
the question you need to ask yourself as you're doing this, like as you started to do this, and maybe some of you were recovering social media spammers, okay?
That was me.
That was us. We're recovering, and we're still recovering a little bit, okay? Don't do it as much anymore, or do it at all really anymore.
No. We now know better, and we're teaching you.
Yes, exactly. So maybe you guys are recovering from that, and we get it, okay? We're all recovering. We're all coming from that. You're learning new skill sets. You're learning new ways to grow your business, right? But here's something that like a lot of people don't realize is when they come in, like if you take a look at your audience, like how many of you can honestly say that the friends and family that you had following right when you started your business, how many of them were actually pre-qualified to actually have a conversation with? Okay, did you have influence over your audience? I want to ask that question. Do you currently have influence over your audience? If you're brand new to network marketing, or maybe if you're just getting started, do you currently have influence over that audience? The thing is there are people that have that influence, and those are the people that, you know, they're getting up on stage and they're saying, oh, we you know, had our very first home meeting, 50 people were in the room and everyone signed up, right? Those are the people that had influence, or they're the people that can shoot a message to a friend and say, hey, I just got started in something new. Give me your credit card, right? Those are the type of people that have influence starting out, and they're the ones that shoot up to the top ranks really quickly. But what about the people that don't have that influence starting out? Exactly, and that's what we want to focus on first, okay? Like Carrie is saying, when a lot of people that are building, you know, their business online, they're still in that mindset of, you know, I need to promote first. I'm being taught, hey, get your product out there, do this many posts every single day, get it out there, send out this many messages every single day. But if you think about that, if we don't have an influence over our audience, and we're first learning to promote first, engage second, and then grow last, we're actually really keeping like Carrie said, we're keeping ourselves stuck because we are not ever bringing new people through the process, or bringing the right people through the process. Because if you think about this, the only way to grow a successful business is you need to consistently bring new people to the table. Not just anybody, but how do I bring the right people? So the first thing that we need to focus on, nothing else matters. Unless you do this first. Unless you do this first and build the skill sets around this one thing, you guys need to learn how to grow an audience of influence. How do I gain the know, like, and trust factor with my audience? Okay? Again, nothing else matters until we do this. I want to point out what Cindy said too. She said, I had parties like that. Maybe not 50, but all signed up, but nobody lasted. Nobody lasted. So here's another thing. Those people, even though you had influence over them, were they targeted? Were they people that were interested in jumping into a business with you, or, you know, and actually like lasting forever? Same with Diane, right? Okay? She felt the same thing. So again, it really comes down to what are the skill sets necessary to grow an audience, okay? And this is some of the stuff that we're going to be diving into in the actual training
on Black Friday.
On Black Friday for Social Media Enroller. It's going to be absolutely amazing because we're going to really go into the nitty-gritty details of what it looks like to grow an audience. So again, me and Carrie are strictly going to be focusing on the how pieces.
Yes.
Okay.
So
the how pieces of all this.
Here inside this training, this video series, we're going to be giving you a lot of what to do. On the actual training, we're going to be going over the hows, how to actually do it, how to actually implement it, and how to start getting the results with what we're doing. Because we obviously can't go into a 4-hour live right now to do that, right? So you're going to want to make sure that you stay plugged in by going to, so depending on where you're watching, you can either go to elitemarketingpro.com/SME to be put on the notification list for when this goes live on Wednesday. Or what you can do is if you're watching this through a watch party, maybe you're watching it on someone's website, wherever you're watching it, there's going to be either a link or a button that you can actually click on. Make sure that you do that so that you can be put on that notification list for when we go live. And if by chance you're watching this and it's already live, when you hit that button, you're going to be able to register for that training right away.
Yes.
Okay?
So you want to make sure that you do that because, again, we're not going to go into all the details here. We want to explain the first thing that needs to happen, and what we're going to be talking about in Social Media Enroller is really diving into all the how pieces of the grow. Okay? Because, again, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how many product posts you do. It doesn't matter how great your product is. It doesn't matter how well you are at talking to people. If you are not growing an audience daily, if that is not your first skill set that you're growing right now, then I promise you everything else that you're going to do, you're going to struggle with, you're going to get frustrated with, you're going to want to give up because you don't have the first skill set that's the most important thing of having more people to communicate with.
Yep. Okay, so grow. How do we grow an audience?
Yes.
And there's two different ways that you can actually grow an audience using social media, Facebook, however, whatever platform you're wanting to use. We love Facebook. We have been building an audience here on Facebook for the last 3 years. 80% of the marketplace is here on Facebook. And so that's what we're going to be personally diving into a lot inside of the social media enroller training that we're going to be doing. But here on Facebook, what are some different ways that we can actually grow an audience using the tools that are here on social media? I would love to know.
Like what are some different things? I had people to FB daily,
but they're not the right people. Ooh, so this is good.
So
how do we find the right people? Right? How do we find the right people? Targeted people that we already know want what we have to offer. Did you know that you can actually find those people if you do a little bit of research?
Yes.
You do a little bit of research first. Those people are actually hiding in plain sight.
Yep. They're hiding in groups. They're hiding in pages. They're hiding right there to where you can be connecting with a lot of these people. It's just the thing is we don't know where to look. It's almost like when somebody says, "Hey, well, what questions do you have?" But you don't have enough information to really ask the right questions.
Yeah.
And so when you're looking at audiences and stuff like this, a lot of people think to themselves, "Well, what questions should I ask so I know where to find these people?" This is the reason that we're having this training is because we want you guys to learn and get the details of kind of in this video series of what questions you can ask. Come when the bigger training comes out, you'll have kind of a better understanding of where these people hang out, how to locate these people, and what that looks like.
Yep. Okay? So different ways that we can grow our audience. Over
Facebook Lives, language.
Oh, I love it. Facebook Lives, okay? So Facebook Lives, this is actually one of the most powerful ways that you can actually grow.
And I would even say more engage. I'm going to lean this more towards. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You can you can really grow. But let's dive a little deeper into like the growing aspect of this. Facebook Lives is more of a way to get in front of people. Now you can use Facebook Lives when we get into a little bit more of an automated side of things, like using ads or something like that. But what are some like specific ways if we're talking about like actually people connecting with people? Okay, I want to stay really, really focused there. Okay, it's just the connection piece of that. Okay?
Yep. All right. Providing value. That's actually a piece of growing.
Yes.
It's providing value.
Yep.
So I want you to think about it from two different places. For those of you who are strictly using a personal page to grow, what are some ways that you've maybe been taught to grow your audience so far, if you've been taught to grow an audience?
Yes.
And then for those of you who are using fan pages, what are some different ways that you can actually grow your audience using a fan page?
Yep.
I would love to know what you guys know. Engage by asking questions. Authenticity, absolutely. Okay. You want to be authentic with anybody that you're connecting with on social media. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a hint. Okay. Oh my goodness, this camera. Okay, whoops. There we go. Okay, we're good. So, you know, when it comes to growing an audience, first off, we want to figure out who that perfect prospect is, right? Once we understand who that perfect prospect is, it's really a matter of just doing some market research and figuring out what types of audiences or groups on Facebook those people are hanging out in. Yes. So if you take someone in health and wellness as an example, someone who's, let's say, trying to lose weight, if you're wanting to connect specifically with that type of person, what are some groups on Facebook or on social media or on the internet that you could actually, you know, utilize and actually find those people? The first person that I automatically think of, and I don't know the reason that we always kind of go to this person, but it's Jillian Michaels.
Bots on Messenger, yes.
Absolutely.
I love that. In Messenger, absolutely. Yes. Great way to grow.
Absolutely. Okay. So my company says page has to be private.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh yeah.
We got that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyways, so when you're connecting with these people and you're figuring out where they hang out, these people, if you do your research, you understand who that perfect person is, and you do your research on where to find them, you can actually go to the Facebook search bar and you can search out different groups that these people might be hanging out in.
Yes.
Which is really cool. So for those that are using a personal page and don't really have, you know, maybe you don't have the money or you don't want to be spending the money on advertising to actually bring people to a business page, this is a very powerful tool for you guys to be able to go in and start connecting with some of those high quality people inside of groups.
Yeah.
All right.
And one thing that I actually like to use is actually others' ads. So like obviously we have ads and stuff like that that show up inside of our news feed. And let's say, for example, you're in health and wellness or something like that. Chances are other people that are in health and wellness industries are probably targeting you because you're looking at that stuff, right? So I like to kind of see what other people are doing inside the other, you know, in the health and wellness world. What are they doing with their pages? And it's a great way to actually help me connect with other people. And the thing is they're actually putting information in front of me. Okay. You can also do this through your personal page where you can go into your ad settings and stuff like that and see, you know, what type of ads are targeting you and different things like that. Like these are some more in-depth things that you guys can kind of search out of where can I find more ways to find where people are trying to get information in front of me, how I'm trying to get information in front of them, just like Carrie is talking about. Okay, there's a lot of different places to get information about where you can find more people.
And we're going to be diving a lot deeper into this and exactly how to do it inside of the social media enroller training that we're going to be doing on Black Friday. So if you're not on the notification list, make sure that you go to elitemarketingpro.com/SME or click on the button that's in the description of this video or the link on that's in the description of this video if you're watching it through a watch party or somewhere different in Facebook. All right. Okay. And so
I love a lot of your guys' comments and stuff. And so a lot of what you guys are saying here, like value, engagement, and different things like that, these are pieces. You'll start to notice as we go through these, there's going to be a lot of intertwining things that we're doing collectively all at once. Okay. But we really wanted to focus on this one of specifically what it is to like add new people to you, to your audience. Okay. Which, you know, giving value and stuff like that, that's going to help that piece. But really what we wanted to focus on is helping you guys understand that there's a big difference between just adding value to actually where do I find these people. So again, when me and Carrie first started, we always asked the question when we ran out of people, where do I find more people? And you know, the people that we were working with, they always said, oh, you're just not talking to the right people. And when we'd ask, well, where are these people? They would just tell us, go find more people. We didn't know where the where piece, and that's kind of where we wanted to focus on.
Yes. Okay? So let's see here. So if you're getting value, give a hashtag value in the comments. You know, the next page that you can actually be using to connect with people and grow an audience on a mass scale. So how to do it quickly, right? How do people, you know, use social media and grow, you know, to 6 figures super fast? That's the question that I had. And actually using a business page is the fastest way to do that, because you can actually use Facebook's targeting platform to actually go in and let Facebook do the sifting and sorting for you to find your perfect prospects for you. So a lot of times I want to know, is there anybody on here who has a business page? Or even better, let's, you know, have you seen those? This is problem that I see, that we see most business pages when it comes to they're using their business page to try and grow. They go, they create a business page, and then they go to their friends, their personal profile and their friends list, and they invite all those people to like their page,
Yep.
and then they never grow past that. And they say a business page doesn't work.
Yep.
The reason that business page isn't working is because you don't have new people that are constantly coming through that page. So how do you grow a business page, you know, to that influential level where you start having so many people coming through that page that it's like you never run out of people to talk to?
So we got a lot of business pages on here. Now,
yes,
with inviting your personal page, that can be very, very effective from an organic standpoint if you're growing that personal page on a daily basis, very, very targeted.
Yeah.
Okay, but if we're just using a business page and we're just kind of letting it float out there and we're not doing it, like Carrie said, there are a lot of resources here that we can use to actually let, you know, Facebook do the work for us and getting in front of the right people, targeting specific people and stuff like that, which some of you might already be using, but I know there's a lot of network or people in the home-based business sphere that don't know how to do that effectively. Okay, and that's what we want to be sharing as well, not only from a organic standpoint, but also from an advertising standpoint in this training.
Yep.
Okay?
So if you have not gotten on the notification list, you're going to want to make sure that you do that right now by going to elitemarketingpro.com/SME or clicking on the link that's in the description of this video if you're watching it through a watch party or wherever else you might be watching it. Because in this, training that we're going to be doing on Black Friday, not only is it going to be a chance for you to really elevate your business, but it's a chance for you to make an impact on the world as well, because we're actually partnering with a very special organization called Heifer International, where a big chunk of the proceeds of this training are going to be going towards helping people in third world countries during this holiday season.
Yep, really teaching them skill sets. So we're going to be doing a training that's going to teach you skill sets, and we're going to pay that forward to teaching other people around the world specific skill sets that's going to help them. So
I love this. So Cindy says, by growing my business page, I've gotten 6 leads in 2 days, all organically.
Yes, I love that.
That is awesome. Great. I love it. All right.
So again, what we want you to do, we want you to take this training and just this little kind of snippet of what we're going to be going into, and think about this before the training. Okay, so as we go through these videos, we want you to think about, okay, we're going to be talking about growing. So start to do some brainstorming of growing your audience, what that looks like, what are some resources. Start doing a little bit of your own research when it comes to growing, so you guys kind of are more enlightened when we do that training. You're going to have a lot of value to add to that training as well. And like Carrie said, if you're not on the notification list, wherever you're watching this from, there's going to be something somewhere to where you can get on that, whether it be a watch party here on somebody else's page. Make sure you click on that link to get on that, so that way you know what's going on.
Yes, so today we talked a lot about growing and how to grow and find those specific people and a specific audience that, you know, is actually already interested in whatever it is you have to offer, so you don't have to worry about talking to every person that comes within 3 feet of you, you know, about whether or not this is for them. The great thing about using some of the tools that we're going to be going over inside of social media and Roller is you're not going to have to worry about talking to people that aren't interested in what you have. You're going to actually be able to focus on people that want what you've got and are excited about the opportunity of either partnering with you or trying whatever product it is that you are promoting in your network marketing business. So that's what we talked about today. Tomorrow, we're going to be diving into the engagement piece and how to engage with people to grow know, like, and trust, so that you can actually build influence, right? Because if you don't have influence, it makes it really, really hard to recruit people into your organization. Okay, so that's what we're going to be diving into tomorrow. And then on day 3, we're going to be going into the promoting piece and how to effectively promote and actually bring people into your company in bulk. All right?
Okay, so guys, have a great rest of your day. Be on the lookout for everything. Stay plugged in. Stay connected, because you don't want to miss anything that's going to be going on.
And if you got value out of this training, what's really cool is Facebook actually has watch parties. You can actually share this as a watch party to your audience, so that anybody that you know that is in the network marketing space, that is looking to grow a business on social media, can actually get all of the value from you as well. Okay?
So guys, have a great rest of your day. Awesome hanging out. For those of you that were engaging with us and commenting and liking and all that, love you all. We had a lot of awesome value shared from you guys as well. You guys are on the right path. Have a great rest of the day. We're going to be back again tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
Right? Here on this page.
Here
okay?
on the Elite
But if
Marketing
you're
Pro
watching
Attraction
this,
Marketing
wherever you're
page.
watching this from,
Yes.
again, you're going to be seeing that content. So guys, have a great rest of your day. Love you all,
Okay.
and we will see you all soon.
See ya.
See ya.